Alright, no much more further ado. Let's do this. Hey, Narset.
There's the cathedral. Now to find my way into your lab, Simmons. Can't believe he went through with it. Poor town. This bears investigating.
Damn it. Yes, the goal, the hope, the prayer. To finish today. Behind on everything. Maybe we can manage this. We'll see. Hello, Magister. Again.
Leon. So, you've been caught up in this too. Hope you have the stomach for it.
Yes, Jesse's best. No, I did not. I guess that means we'll have to delay the run even more. How does he vary from Chris and Leon?
That is one rusty lock. Shouldn't take much to blast it off.
I did know that, actually, Narset. As it happens.
This looks like it might come in handy.
Oh, hey, we're back to regular old zombies now.
Time for a little house cleaning.
Here's Mirstar.
Won't open. This is going to need something particular to unlock it.
Yeah, okay, fine. Also, I don't mean to put too fine a point on it. Why would I ever pick Jake over Sherry? Sorry, I just processed your statement, Jesse's Mask. I believe you that he's worthwhile and interesting, but, like, put yourself into the perspective of, you know, anybody playing this for the first time. You can play as Bob, or you can play as Sherry. In fact, that's one of those horrible situations where it'd be like, if I was playing with my friends, I'd be like, all right, I will volunteer to be Jake so you can be the good one. You know what that's like. Exactly, Jesse's Mask. Okay, for real. How would you know he's Wesker's son? Pray tell.
This looks like it might work. But where's the rest of it?
I suppose that's true, Jesse's Mask. I can't argue that. It is entirely possible that you would have done one of the other campaigns first. And therefore learned that Jake is the son of Wesker. I'd still take Sherry, though, if I'm being totally honest. In hopes that it would be very Claire-esque. Which it kind of was. Hi, Zytaft. Hey. I suppose for me, from a narrative perspective, I had no pre-existing investment in Jake. I just still don't, if I'm being honest. But, you know, obviously, I care about Sherry since I spent a fairly large amount of time and effort trying to get her the hell out of Raccoon City. However, to counter-argue myself, I've never played Resident Evil 2. And I have no idea if Sherry's an interesting or good character in Resident Evil 2.
That's the same color as the chest I just saw.
How would you know to do that? You're not even a zombie in the strictest sense of the word. You're just some corpse that got some of the virus into you. Anyways, point blank, there's no reason to argue this. I'm gonna let this go, Jesse's Mask. You're right, I'm wrong. Moving on. I will delay the stream even more to go play as him briefly to see if he deserves any additional positives. Okay. I've never heard of that person before on Earth. Yeah, I figured we'd just start a chapter somewhere and just, like, jump in as Jake really quick. Okay, yeah. Just try it out for a bit. Oh! Never mind. I misunderstood your question, Linerith. I apologize. Possibly? I doubt it, but possibly. After all, I'm pretty sure at this point the writers don't know who he is. Where do they have this infinite supply of corpses? Why? Okay. Got it. Six. Easy answer. 6 is more ridiculous, which I appreciate more, and less irritating to play. Six has some very, very bad gameplay design decisions, but at least isn't pissing me off constantly.
There are more missing pieces.
You know, I knew that was going to happen, but I still think it was the right decision, so... True. Jesse's mask. Hey, KNXK. Cow. And both have more or less the same co-op, right? So all the things that really helped 5 sing are also applicable in 6. I'm curious, for those of you who are here who have played it, do you enjoy 7? Like, was 7 a good game for you? Because I've never really heard much about the reception to 7. Obviously, some people are like, it's a return to form, which is whatever, I don't care. And some people are... It's sold very well. I don't know why I'm saying it's some people. It's sold very well. Yeah, yeah. Who designed this place? Don't answer that. I mean, I could double check my numbers, but I'm pretty sure 7 is the... third? Yeah, third best selling of the Resident Evils. Although it's worth noting that like the top 5 are really close to each other, so it's not like anything is substantially ahead of anything else, you know? As in, like, your top 4, Loke? Or 4 or 5 is your favorite? And then 7. So that might be top 4 or top 3. My opinion's pretty obvious because it's right there in the score. I know that's not always indicative of my opinion. But in this case, it stands. 2R just crushes everything else for me. We'll be curious to try out...
There must be a clue around here somewhere.
Yeah, thanks, game. I am curious how 8 would review in such a hypothetical. Gotta admit, of all the things I was expecting from Ada's campaign, primarily puzzle and exploration focused was not it. Is that way on the sub, too? And yeah, I agree with Jesse's mask. If they had just ditched Chris's campaign and shored up the others, this would have worked out a lot better. Sure, game. I mean, Sheva is amazing. But, like, yeah, Chris is not much of a person. Was he in anything other than 1, 4, and 6? And 5? Okay, I guess that's a lot of games, but what I'm trying to say is he in anything I haven't seen him in? Code Veronica. Okay. Is he any good there?
Wanna play, huh? Alright. Ready or not.
How would they know to run?
Now, who's first?
Anyways, the reason I ask is because from what I've seen, Chris isn't much of a character. In general. Like, I don't think he's a bad character, per se. He's just there. I have quite literally seen Call of Duty protagonists with more character than him, and I make that comparison on purpose. Yeah, I know we get more of Wesker out of the main line, whatever you want to call that. Out of the numbered entries, let's put it that way. We never see Ethan's face, really. I mean, I was first person. That's hysterical. I wonder why they bothered. Like, that takes more work and effort than to not, you know? Oh, yeah, I gotta show up mercenaries, too. I always knew this would be the longest of the Resident Evils. I'm actually curious by how long. Because so far, RE4R is the longest by quite a margin. Thanks, game. I don't know, act. I keep track, but not in a way that's easily parsable. Heals to increase damage on kicks. Quit running.
One down.
Check. Really? Jesse's mask? Okay, so 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're about 17 hours in, give or take. So, if we finish this today, this will probably end up being shorter than RE4R. Which is funny to think about. If we finish today. I think that'll make this the second longest, though. RE4R did have several bits of bloat, and I did ding it for it. Hello, Zara. And we're dead. Which one feels longest? Honestly, real talk, the one that felt the longest so far is 1. No. Go away. Thank you. Thank you for having less HP. I would say 1 followed by 4R, which actually is the longest. And then, I guess that's it. Like, 3R definitely felt short. 2R felt short, despite actually having a decent length to it. Okay. 5 felt shorter than it was. Although we were cheating. Look. It's all that Crisco, Braden.
You're a twisted man, Simmons. As twisted as they come. Let's put my theory to the test.
Yes, I know, Cat. You exist. I understand. I do, I swear. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Really, Braven? I don't know anything about beef tallow other than all of a sudden it's everywhere and like all of the buzzwords for restaurants and fast food, and I don't know why. Like, what happened? Where did that come from?
Deborah! Just hold on, we're almost there. Deborah, stay with me, alright? Deborah? No, Deborah! No!
Oh, fuck him. Okay. Got it. Note to self. Don't touch beef tallow. So, as we've seen this scene before. So far, none of these have been different, but this is your last chance to surprise me.
Ada.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
Ada. What the hell is going on here?
It's complicated. But this isn't the time or the place. These walkways won't hold. We need to get to the lower levels.
I'm so sorry, Deborah. It's all my fault.
Helena! Get away from her!
Stop! Don't shoot, please!
Is this just the same boss fight? I'm gonna be mad if this is just the same boss fight again. It'll be the second time we've just repeated a boss fight. Like, straight up. Okay.
Deborah! Where are you?
That's true. We also had the Notmesis twice. Oh. I'm sure it's fine. They wouldn't do that to us.
Here.
A ring?
Don't get the wrong idea. It'll make sense later.
Listen,
Okay.
crunched and rushed games never repeat content. That's insanity. Even though it is the most well-proven way to pad out the runtime that exists, especially when you're already up against the wall, metaphorically speaking.
Okay. Watch out, you two!
Hello, Ken.
Strong.
Watch out for yourself.
Second.
Deborah!
Why am I down here?
You should put her down. If you have any sympathy for her.
It can't be real.
The game made it a crunch that turned out extremely good. Super Metroid. Much as I'm loath to admit it, it is quite true. That game was crunched to hell and back. Deborah 2, technically. Deborah 0.5? Oh, that's bullcrap. Not only does the explosion do nothing to her... Okay, it looks like I might have taken out her a claw, never mind. So the explosion did not enough to her. But then it disguised her so she could ambush me. Stop doing that, please. It's really gross. I have to shoot you for you to... There you go. What's a theater tick? Oh, tickets. Okay. That makes more sense.
Ada! Elena! A little help here?
You're fine.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
You two got this, right? Oh, there's an idea, Jesse's mask. I like that idea immediately. It's not like Helena has tremendous action comedy skills. She's good with a gun, which is something Hunnigan could do as well. Why do you look at me? Why does the cat look at me? I hate it. Stop looking at me. Judging. Silently judging.
All aboard! Let's hope this is a non-stop ride out of here.
I wouldn't count on it.
Meanwhile, in the back, Leon... Well, that's happening to Leon. Do we seriously have to fight this exact same fight again?
Is it you?
love the explosions in this game. Unironically. Every single one of them is a giant pile of TNT. Yes, he has Jesse's mask. I'm not sure this actually deserves a negative. I'm kind of debating. You know what? No. It does. More accurately, the 3 times they've repeated a boss fight deserves a negative. I know it's different campaigns and all, but it's literally the same fight.
Deborah!
Still gross. And impossible.
Elena!
No more tears. Not until I avenge your death. Please. Forgive me.
Well, this is very traumatically playing out here.
Look at me. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, whatever. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay. I'm apparently somewhat low on health. Still like that healing system. And now to go after Simmons, the ultimate of all bad guys. Wesker, Spencer, Sadler. I had to think about that for a second. Nothing but the awesome power that is Simmons. Although, in fairness, they got a great voice actor for it. Okay. Over here. Over here. Uzar? Actually, no. Like I said, it's been very puzzly.
First
Very
order
strange.
business, finding a key.
Oh my god, game. No fair doing that to me during a cutscene where I can't move! Come on!
You won't mind if I take this?
Could you not? Thanks. So I'm gonna say something apocryphal. I unironically think that Resident Evil 6 has the best music of the franchise so far. Just in its own sake. Just for the sake of the music being good. You're Batman. Or in some cases, The Incredibles. Or Bond, if you prefer. But it's damn good. If I had to pick a favorite track, I think it would be when we go into the undersea base. For both Sherry and Chris. If you remember the song that plays during The Incredibles, when he's examining the volcano base, and it's this wonderful, slow, chilling... I don't understand what you're saying, Czar, because that's the opposite of what I just said. Like, I don't know, there's this ominous tension about it. It's not quite epic, but it's like definitely in that same space. It's a great song. I guess, never mind, Czar. What you're saying is that Resident Evil 6 has the best music direction of the franchise, which I will disagree with.
Looks like someone just used this.
So I guess Leon's already been through. Immediately, Grit Act. It's when he goes and finds out about all the dead superheroes. Blue, blue. I'd play it, but I'd probably get copyrighted for it. There's a particular tone to it. I don't actually know what to call it, because I don't encounter it very often. It's really good.
Operation detected.
Great last dungeon song.
Remain locked until safety has been verified.
Can I move, please? Game, please, please. I'm low on health, game. Can I, like...
Better start cleaning house then.
Yeah, exactly, Czar. Although, doing a proper jazz section for an action piece would work really well if done properly. I know this because I played Final Fantasy XIV, but I don't think they did that. Favorite story-wise so far? It's actually a tough one. I think pound per pound, I'm going to give it to Leon's story, which is just all the right kinds of ridiculous.
How many more of these things are there?
And I don't know, Dakota. I mean, we're just fighting Krogans at this point. No, Czar. I think that's... I mean, I think it can be good voice direction, or music direction, if it's actually used well.
Finally.
Okay. No, I'd say the best music direction so far has probably been 2R. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. I'd also say 3R has really solid music direction. But the best music still goes to this one, I think. So we've seen this. But we have to see Naked Ada. And if we skip it, we'll skip whatever happens after it. Hi, Bernessa. You ready to see Naked Ada? Or I guess not Ada. Nada.
Looks just like me. No wonder Leon is confused.
Enjoy the show.
Yes, it was quite revealing.
How do you mean?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it you on this tape, Ada? You're the one behind Neo Umbrella.
I...
Don't know what you're talking about. Simmons would never be foolish enough to show his cards. He and his family want one thing: to stabilize and sustain the system they've created. But you want to destroy it. And the world will blame you.
Interesting.
If she wants a game, she'll get one. With the real Ada Wong.
Hi, Harkaden.
Who is this?
An old friend, Simmons. Ada Wong.
Ada.
Let's ditch the pleasantries and get right to it. That little doppelganger you brewed up just told me she has her heart set on destroying the world.
What?
Looks like the race is on. Let's see who comes in first.
It was Leon. Leon came in first. Isn't that right, Ken? Isn't that? One second. I need to jot down something, but while I do... might not be here. No, that's not it. There are a lot of songs on this soundtrack. Good God. Ada's the Father's Shine. It looks the coolest. All of them kind of suck from a gameplay parsing perspective, so that's whatever. Oh, Umbrella's dead and gone at this point. We're on to Neo Umbrella now. Don't worry, later we'll see Blue Umbrella. Good point. We just need to get rid of the weather. Or water. We could do both.
HQ, this is Alpha Leader. I need a location on Ada Wong.
This is HQ. We've got the location for you. Ada Wong has left the city and is heading south for the harbor. Repeat, Ada Wong is heading south for the harbor.
They're throwing a party for me, and I'm not even there yet.
The umbrella gun. I mean, I've watched that. Hello, Jessamine. Hey, look. How did you live through that? I've been debating that, Dakota. So far, it hasn't been a huge issue, especially since they have... Well, none of the maps have really been reused, other than smartly. Like, sometimes you'll be down here on one campaign and up there in another campaign, which is fine. That's actually arguably good. This might be the first time we have straight-up asset reuse like this. But I don't think I gave that negative to 4. I don't think I'm going to give it here. Excuse me. Okay.
Too bad I can't enjoy a night on the town.
You know, it occurs to me. Of course there's boss reuses in a Capcom game. Didn't even occur to me. I have not, Noel. I've never even played it, in general, regardless of streaming it. Yeah, Narset's correct. I've already run into that problem, Saffron. So I'm not just avoiding combat, I'm kind of ammo preserving. Oh, hey, it's Chainsaw Man. Either way, it's not like the combat is particularly engaging, and I've already gotten plenty of it, so we're good. Moving on.
Chainsaw, huh? How elegant.
Also, this game has a really big problem with periodic, infinite respawning enemies. And let me tell you, that's irritating as hell. If it's always infinitely respawning enemies, that's fine, as weird as that sounds. It's not. It's periodic. So the only way to actually tell if it's not worth your time to get rid of the enemies is to do it. And then find out that it's a waste.
Look at this mess. The whole world's gone mad.
Pick up the herb. There you go. Yeah, exactly, Carwitness. If it's just a feature of the game, you just kind of learn and work around it. As is, it's more like occasionally it's worthwhile to clear an area, and occasionally you can't. Oh, come on,
That
game.
wasn't very nice. You shouldn't take things that don't belong to you.
This chainsaw guy. Well, the best part is we know we're going to have to deal with this guy for a while because Sherry and Jake have to. And yeah, that too, von Falkenstein. In some games, you can just keep going forever with infinite respawns because, you know, you can net gain on that. Really?
I'd even come halfway around the planet to play a game.
You have nothing else to do with your life. Really, really, really dragging this out. That was a long death animation. My God.
I'd even come...
I do not know, Czar. Whoa, shoot, game. Okay. The Sherry one was to a drill. This one's to a chainsaw. Game, are you trying to tell me something? That's a good question, Saffron. That's a good question, X. That's a good question, Don Crow.
More minutes for you.
Why is this thing just randomly Superman? Like, this isn't even the Notmesis. It's just some dude with a chainsaw arm. Look,
HQ, we got a visual on 801. We're in pursuit.
listen, the trains are going to be on time. Except in Germany.
Wong has been spotted moving down the canal. Charlie and Delta teams form a perimeter around Kucheng. Repeat, Ada Wong has been spotted on the canal.
Well, guess I'm heading for the canal. I'm tired of playing cat and mouse.
Of course, that doesn't kill it either. That's actually the helicopter that kills this thing finally.
Almost there. Can't wait to meet this mysterious doppelganger of mine.
Yep, sorry, Sherry. Sorry, Jake. My B. Hi, Leon.
Boy, somebody really wants this world to burn.
What did they call the hammer space thing in... I think it was Ultraviolet was the movie. Where you just... like, hammer space was an in-lore thing that they could just use. I'm sorry, I'm doubly weirded out by that because almost all of the textures and the doodads and all that have been really, really low res. You know, rushed and not properly fitted and formed for the areas they're in. Including the door I'm looking at right now. So that was just... Anyways. Ada's best game for character? Yeah, I'm thinking it's one of the fours. One way or the other.
Sherry Birkin. And he must be the host of the C-virus antibody.
Hello, Sean.
Looks like they're not alone. Guess the rookies could use some help. I suppose I should return the kindness their parents showed to me. This is as good a time as any.
I don't think... You know what? Never mind. Yes, Jack Wesker. I was gonna say, like, both of their parents were pretty crummy to her, but I'm pretty sure that was the point. I think Max Payne 2 is a good game, yes. I've never reviewed Max Payne 1, so I don't know if it's better or worse. That's right, Ada's name was secretly Ada all along. For clarity's sake, we will call her Ade.
Why is it that nothing stays dead anymore?
No, Narset. It is nice to see some of this type of stuff, but the whole game has been doing this. Give me that ammo. Give me that ammo. Sniper section, mortal. Sniper's life is a solitary life. All their energy and power focused into one bullet. One moment. That's a good point, von Wolkenstein.
I hope that's
No, I have
the
not.
last I have to see of him.
And we'll never see him again. They will, but we won't.
Wesker Jr. It's not easy working with the good guys, is it?
Weird area here. Okay.
Someone's coming back for more.
This campaign's been weird so far. Most of the others have been pretty defined, I think is the word I want to use there.
Ugh, these things are so hard to kill. I think we've all had enough of you.
I mean, it's not my style, Zactaft, but you can do that. You got this.
Those two would be in pretty hot water if I wasn't around.
Worst boat ride since the Titanic.
Time to save the day again. Poor little Sherry. The monsters love to chase you.
Wait a minute, that's not what happened.
This is Piers Nivens. Ada Wong is moving south towards the military port. Advising all personnel to be on the alert.
Hey, Chris.
It's like a Raccoon City reunion.
Ada was like, I can change reality at will.
Catch you two later. Now that's the way to travel.
Game. Have my camera back, please, game, so I can tell where I'm going. Everyone looked at it and was like, oh wow, she's so cool. Sorry, I shouldn't make fun, but that is how this campaign feels. Ada Wong is so cool. Excuse me. Oh god. I mean, there's been like 2 games about that. Honestly, I wouldn't mind more. Games where your job is to fix the timeline. You can make like a whole puzzle game out of that. Like, okay, this guy's gonna walk here. Oh, you know what? Hitman style. Hear me out. Like a Hitman style game, except the goal isn't to kill someone. I know that sounds strange, considering I just called it a Hitman style game, but you know what I mean, right? So, here's the scene, here's where all the NPCs are, and here's the scripting for people, and you know, at X time they'll be here, and then they'll go do this, and then go do this. But if you hit this thing over here, that'll change the script, and they're like, well, hang on, I gotta go see what that thing is. And you do this thing, and it's all, yeah, exactly, you have to prevent the deaths, you get it, you get exactly what I'm talking about. And like, that's the whole game, is like, okay, I've got to stop these 3 people from dying, because otherwise time is going to be screwed up. And you've got to, like, figure out how to place things, and who to interact with, and what to do what, in order to try and make it so that everyone lives. Timeline saved. And yeah, all of the deaths have to be really dumb. All the deaths have to be so stupid, like, why won't this thing work? You know, just really, really dumb stuff. Just to make it funny. Hello. And yeah, I haven't played Shadow of Destiny, honestly.
Okay, not going that way.
Lock! I wonder what that means. Exactly, Von Falkenstein. We could have so many dumb deaths. Yeah, very Final Destination-y stuff. 3 key. Can we ever get away from the 3 keys puzzle in this game?
3 separate passcodes.
Wait.
Can't get in without 3 passcodes.
Okay. Like, for example, do these respawn? Because if they don't, this would be a perfect time to run around and actually, you know, clear. And of course, we copy it rather than take it so that it's there later for
2 more and I'm in.
whoever actually gets that. Sherry, I think? Someone gets these. No, it's Chris, doesn't he? Gets these ones. That's right, because we're on the aircraft carrier right now.
Huh. Locked from the other side.
You know what would be absolutely insane and pointless, and I would still enjoy it even if they would never ever do it? Imagine a system where if you New Game Plus, in other words, if you carry forward your one campaign to the other, it remembers things like which items you've already taken, which enemies you've already killed, which doors you've already unlocked. Like, anything that's a script flag, right, is already set because of the first playthrough. And that's arguably a bad idea, and I kind of don't care, because I just think that'd be neat. Exactly, Scumlord. It would be a terrible idea. You have got to be kidding me. you kidding me with this?
Huh. Locked from the other side.
Oh, that's a good question, Mortal. So obviously we can't use Ethan. Game, stop trying to make me fight the thing that literally can't die. You're the one who made it invincible, not me.
Let's see how you handle fire.
I'll be real, I sort of assumed these things were just straight up invincible. Or maybe invincible's the wrong. But that they regenerated. Like, you basically only kill them temporarily. Mr. X style. And then they get back up, and then they're annoying again. Minimum change gain to improve the story? Make it sillier.
Just one more and I'm golden. Last
Like,
one.
really,
Almost too easy.
really embrace the cheese. Especially with Chris's campaign, which is... Oh, I know you do, Loke. But unfortunately, it is the only way to fix it. God damn it, get up! Well, that's irritating. I better still have the keys. But yeah, I would go sillier.
Last one. Almost too easy.
Alright, game will take. Which is silly. This is why one of the reasons why I don't really mind 6. It's not very painful to play. It may be a bad game on several aspects, but there's a difference between a bad game and a game that's irritating to play, at least for me. I ding both equally. Whoop, hang on. Why are you making me say Bowsery stuff, Sean?
Ugh, can't a girl get 2 seconds to herself around here?
Apparently not.
Can you feel it spreading through your body yet? I'm just giving you...
Yeah, 5 was annoying to play. And ironically, probably had better overall gameplay.
There's my evil twin.
At first, you'll be afraid. But don't worry. You're just becoming the monster you always were. You and everyone else on the planet. You and your family may have shaped the world into what it is today. But starting tomorrow, it's all going to change.
What the hell did Simmons do to you?
Hi, Canada Banks. I'd say it's a face I haven't seen in a long time, but I saw your comment recently. But before that, it's been a really long time. Might be the PC port then, Luke. I don't know.
Wonder when I'll get to meet this doppelganger of mine.
It's also possible I just have bad taste in games. Yeah, obviously the last boss is going to be not Ada.
Ada, stop!
You're barking up the wrong tree. No time to explain, though. I prefer to stay out of the spotlight.
Oh, okay. At least it's not an instant fail, which is actually what I was expecting. How have you been, Canada Banks? Yo, Chris.
Busy, fellas. I'll see you around.
That's a camera angle. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, this game is nowhere near Sonic 06. Speaking as someone who has played Sonic 06. This game is problematic and rushed. That game is trash. Yeah, no kidding, Tortinator. Speaking of butt shots, I need more butt shots of Sonic. That's what really would make my day. I think it's just a running gag. And like with all memes, it just kind of spreads, Does she, though? Hang on. Does she have a butt? I don't know. I don't see any evidence for or against. I mean, here's the thing, right? You could say, well, the reason that Sonic fandom has such a terrible rep is because there's terrible Sonic fans. Yeah. And terrible Star Trek fans. And terrible Star Wars fans. And terrible Doctor Who fans. And terrible Mega Man fans. And literally everything. It's actually pretty much basic math. The larger a fan base is, the higher percentage of those kinds of people are in that fan base. That's just life. Yeah, it's every fandom is like that. So Sonic doesn't really have a lock on that, you know? So I've never actually played any of the Dynasty Warrior games. I've played Sengoku Basara 3, which I really liked, and played the hell out of with my friend, because co-op. And I've played several Hyrule Warriors games, Dragon Quest Warriors, a few Dynasty Warrior style games. Well, I'd say it's probably my second favorite campaign over Ultra X, yeah? So... Hell, Babylon 5 fans had someone who,
Searchlights, huh?
actually straight up... Are you just... Okay. Tried to knife someone. In, like, it's scene I'm not actually going to repeat. It was pretty creepy. Why am I staying down here? I could just stand up. God, Ada. You have features other than a butt. I started joking about it, but it's getting weird. I believe you, Torchinator. Oh, don't even get me started about musician fans or singer fans. Those can be terrible. I only played one of the Trails of series games, Canada Banks. Well, okay, nope, that's actually a lie. Sorry, hang on, I just lied to you. Sorry. I forgot Cold Steel 2 exists. In fact, I couldn't tell you anything about what happened in it right now off the top of my head. But, I did play one of the Cold Steel games. I have no memory of it whatsoever. And I played Trails of the Sky 1. And that's it. The moves have been settling, by the way. Canada Banks. Speaking of someone who is in the middle of a move, which may last for the next year, after having already lasted a year, approximately 1 year after I just moved, I'm with you. I know, right? But just know.
No, that's not good enough! That's not Ada Wong! Why won't it work?
Combine the DNA sequence with the cocoon's biostructure.
Find another subject!
Let's call her for the next pass. She's a close match. Be careful what you say around her.
I don't want her catching on.
Yes.
Yes. This is it.
She may have left me, but now I have her back.
Happy birthday, Ada Wong.
What is wrong with you?
Now I get it.
Dude, learn to accept rejection. Jesus. Yeah, all this because he wanted a sex double. That is pathetic. And creepy and gross and disgusting and a bunch of other words I could use. But honestly, I'm sorry, pathetic jumps to the top of the list for me. That is sad. Oh my god, which one's the real Ada? Which one do I shoot? Which one do I shoot? Sorry. So, Total War games. Oh gosh. Okay, so I've played Total War Rome, Total War Rome 2, Total War Romancing Three Kingdoms. I've played Shogun 2. I've played the Colonial one I can never think of the name of. Set during the colonial American times. Weird. Gosh, what else? Obviously I played Warhammer 1 and 2 and 3. I've streamed 3. Empire, that's the one. We actually streamed Medieval. We didn't do a full review of it, but we did stream Medieval. That was rough, but interesting. What else? I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, of course we did, the relatively recent... I can't remember the name. It's on the website. It's a post-Oblivion stream. No. I already said the Warhammers. I don't know if I'm publishing. This is going to bother me. Hang on 1 second. Troy, that was it. Troy. Thank you. Hi, Mr. Ed.
Alpha Team, this is HQ. We've confirmed that Wong was telling the truth. There's a fully armed aircraft carrier in open water not far from your location. Satellite imaging indicates they're getting ready to fire missiles on the mainland.
How do you miss an aircraft carrier? That's another thing. How did they stealth an aircraft carrier in here? How is that physically possible?
But at least now I understand them.
I have not played Pharaoh. I have not played Napoleon. I've never even heard of Attila or Britannia, so yeah. Are there any others? I may have played most of the franchise at this point. Off and on.
Your hatred for Simmons drove you to tear down the world they created. But it was your conscience, Carla, that saw you fail.
Oh yeah, and Shogun 1 and Medieval, whichever.
After all, isn't that why you brought me into this? It's a shame. If you had only sought vengeance against Simmons alone, I would have helped you.
Yeah, I mean, we knew this was coming.
Get over yourself. Help me?
I'm the real Ada. I don't need help from anyone. My plans aren't failing. They're thriving.
And soon, this frail shell of a society will collapse.
Seriously, Tortunator.
After that, you know what will be left of this world? Nothing! Hell will rise, and chaos will reign!
It is, Sean, yes. It absolutely is.
And I, Ada Wong, will be queen of the new world!
Why were you just standing this whole time, Ada? Real Ada.
Hate to break it to you, but you're nothing but a cheap knockoff. At best.
Rose.
Rest in peace, Carla.
Oh, speaking of Sean, sorry, I forgot to state your quote. Do you mind repeating it? Because I don't have it in front of me. Say, Carla's nuts. Got it. Carla nutso. There we go. Taking some inventory space. I needed it apparently, but you know, whatever. Ada killed not Ada, but not Ada, not Ada, the not Ada. Trying to kill Ada while not being not Ada. Not Ada wanted to not Ada. What? And then not Ada killed Ada, but accidentally. Yeah, we just got tumored. Yeah, not Ada has turned into tumor brand packing foam.
She must have injected herself with a powerful dose of the C virus.
Oh, that's funny. Or that's what could happen. I was like, hang on, like, let me get my Bowser voice going.
Herself with a powerful dose of the C virus.
Oh God, Akira, do not remind me of that movie, please. Okay. Control is the means to survival. Control of the Reapers, and of you if necessary. There you go. This world is imperfect. Gross. Why is it eyeballs? Uh-huh. Calmly reload. Reload. Did the cat not have an answer? Jesus, cats, come on. You're supposed to know everything. Well, that's a thing that happened. Isn't it Derek Simmons, or am I misremembering? That's that is a thing that just happened. Twice, actually. Okay. I'm not sure there's a sentience behind anything happening here at this point. Oh my god, it's Ivan Von Ooze? I should be getting ammo as I go. That's a choice. You know, when I woke up today, I just realized why she keeps pausing every time she goes to the door. It's so that the second player, who isn't there, has time to go through. The animation was designed static, as if the second player was there. Yeah, that's a...
So big, and yet so emotional. It's time for you to shut up, Carla.
I'm the real Ada! Me! Die!
You're not even doing anything right now. Anyways. Well, we got one of the eyes. I guess it was taking damage. I honestly couldn't tell. Gross. Try dodging. Does she not attack? I don't think she's attacking. She's just kind of sitting there, yelling at me. Okay. I have 100% of Tropical Freeze twice for us. God damn it. God damn it! Come on!
You're a pretender! Die, you fake! You're nothing!
I will survive.
I hate you! I'll kill you!
So big, and yet so emotional. It's time for you to shut up, Carla.
Yeah, that regens too fast for how long it takes to reload. Okay, eyes are broken.
You tried so hard to destroy the world. Now you've destroyed your body. Hope this is what you wanted.
Oh, you missed it, Evo. Thank God. You just missed, honestly, the grossest boss in this game. So what? Now do we go fight Simmons again?
I'll let them clean up Carla's mess.
Okay, first we have to crash the helicopter, because it's a helicopter. That's what they're here for.
While I take care of Simmons.
Oh, good afternoon, Savicom. You also just missed the grossest boss in the game. Congrats! Let's wrap this up. Never did earn enough for Firearm 3. And we never will. Oh, I'm sorry, Savicom. Well, I hope I didn't just put you off your appetite. With Slime Lady.
She wasn't joking about raising hell.
It's alright, Savicom. Yeah, she missed Ivan Ooze. Hey look, it's the beginning of the game! Literally. The thing it forced me to go through before it even let me have a menu.
Leon, it's...
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I thought she was dead.
Let's move while we can.
Let's have a third version of these events. Oh no, I accidentally killed Leon! No! It's not doing anything.
I'm beginning to feel like a personal bodyguard.
Wait, seriously? I can't kill them?
Leon, that way!
Well, shoot.
I wonder if this is a part of Simmons' plans.
I doubt it. Even Simmons wasn't this sloppy.
Sorry.
This sucks.
We'll get through this. We've got to.
You're on your own now, you two. Huh. It's getting a little crowded up here. Somebody ought to tell them their boss is retired.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. You ain't getting paid. Heads up. Although, I mean, do you care about getting paid when you've joined, like, a world-destroying, mass-murdering organization like Neo Umbrella? Is it really about the paycheck at that point?
They're getting desperate. You really didn't want me getting to this tower, did you, Carla?
Sorry, there's a lot of explosions in this game.
Ooh, that's a nice moment. Wouldn't mind one of those for myself. This is getting warm enough. All style, no substance. Typical.
Busy. That's a word. Yeah, you don't have to fly low, Ada. It's right there. You can just... straight line, you know, you can... 3 dimensions exist. You also missed Ada's butt, Evo. But you did not miss T-Rex Man. Well, I mean, we've already fought T-Rex Man, but...
Back for more?
See, he's a transformer.
I know what you did. Ada! You disobeyed me. You took Wesker's son away! Use that bastard's blood to make the virus stronger!
That's what you get for trusting Ada Wong.
But... So anyways, you probably thought I was joking about the T-Rex thing. I really wasn't.
Wish you were here, Carla.
You say that, Czar, but only more recently. Back in G1, they used to change masks constantly.
That's it? Show's over?
Yeah, you really thought I was joking. But no, here we are. Yeah, really, I'm not actually joking. It was actually a rule that the effects team had on the first Michael Bay Transformer film, that they could not adjust the mask, that was one of the challenges of designing the new Transformers. And that kind of became a standard, which has, to my knowledge, stayed true ever since. Hey, it's Random Guy! My favorite dude! Oh yeah, by the way, of course the T-Rex has an eyeball in its mouth. Of course it does.
Glad to see you're safe.
fast as I can!
Always for the love of a woman. Tragic.
I wouldn't call that love.
Here he comes. Get ready.
Looks like
Unload on that fucking bastard!
No! Random dude! You were the best of us. We were gonna make a game series called The Best of Us, but then you died.
Stay focused. We can take him.
he's angry now.
This can't be!
This is what you get for playing with the C virus.
God, it's just the cheesiest thing in the entire franchise. He folds out into a T-Rex. The eyeball alone is bigger than his entire body. Where does it go? I'm not sure if I'm hitting him or doing anything. Pound for pound, he's probably more bullet than he is person at this point. He apparently has eyeballs on his back. I never even noticed that. Look at that eyeball.
Can't stay out of trouble, can you, Leon? And always one step behind. You and Carla have left a lot of misery in your wake, Simmons. I'm gonna make sure it all ends here. Maybe I can at least buy these people some time. We've all seen enough senseless death in one day.
Random escort section with turret gameplay. Sure. It's a little confusing, but whatever. Yeah, they're all gonna dead. We're incapable of saving people in this franchise. Yeah, those people, they're all dead. Where did that guy get the dynamite? Well, there's the weapon to go kill the final boss. One of the other final boss.
I hope they've got insurance.
Well, they do, but it's United Health, whatever, so.
Carrying everyone out is an option. Excuse me, I'm trying to land here.
Burns. Wait, we're military zombies. Bullets. 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 Hello. That's it. Game? Of course.
Now, time to clean up the last of Simmons' mess.
Are we that close? Alright. You haven't got your guess in. It's a good time for it. Honestly, I think we had 15 more phases before we got there. Look how these tend to go. Look how limited our inventory is. United Health Registry. Red Lyrium! Is it locked? Shouldn't be locked. It is not locked. Jot down some notes while you're jotting down your thoughts. What's your guess, Dakota? I'll jot it down. Or it could be negative 45, which someone put there just now. I don't know. Also, fresh reminder to vote for the September poll. So make sure you get your September votes in if you haven't already. Hello, sister. How are things? That. Hey.
Okay, last item on the list. Eliminate all traces of the theft of my identity. Leon, ever the survivor. Oh well. No rest for the weary. Perfect. Back for more? You really are a glutton for punishment.
Ada, welcome back. We're destined to be together. Each of you belongs to me! You can't live without me!
You're disgusting. Let's get this straight. I'm not your little doll, Simmons. In fact, the only thing I have is hatred for you. Appreciate the gesture, but I'm a big girl. I can handle this one alone, you know.
When I shut on my throne. Why aren't you obeying me? You're my masterpiece, my beautiful creation.
My sister says hi, stream.
Ada, you can hear me. Shoot him, now!
He's out to kill the competition.
Elena, cover me!
Leon!
Ada, can you hear me? Don't let it end like this. Not if I can help it. Come on, wake up. If you're really Ada, I know you can pull through this. We both can.
I was just resting my eyes.
Shouldn't sleep on the job.
In case you haven't noticed, Simmons doesn't do much. Nothing worthwhile. Can't always get what you want, Simmons. Let's call this closure. You really should have moved on, Simmons. So cute. You're really confused by all this, aren't you, Leon? It's kind of fun to watch. So, this is where Carla did her experiments, huh?
And I don't know why I thought that might be the final boss. Of course, there's another final boss. So here's the question. Is it Simmons or is it Carla? The house hasn't sold. There was a bunch of updates there, but that's the one that matters to you guys.
Another failure. Bring me another subject. Why do you think we had this lab built here in the first place? Just go outside. There's thousands of subjects to choose from. Tell Simmons that we're busy. I'm on the verge of solving this. Are you refusing my orders?
You're like this cocoon thing with the sea virus.
We're beyond sympathy at this point. We're beyond humanity.
Lady, have you played Resident Evil 1? We've been beyond humanity for a while now. That's right, T for Tyrant. C for Cocoon.
A job, huh? Sure. My schedule just cleared.
Wait, seriously? No, that's not it. That's not the ending. And on that bombshell... Oh my god. Okay, hang on. They tried one non-ending. Now they went with 4. Oh man, this route. Oh, it's so... a thing. Just okay. Let's fast forward this a little bit. You're fine, cat. Might be doing a trip soon. You're fine. No post-credits. Surely there's something. Surely. I was just holding my breath there.
I believe we had a deal.
So Jake fights monsters for apples now. You need some protein too, buddy.
Are you going to keep your promise?
Peeled apples only.
Fair, kid.
And we'll never hear about him again. Because they decided to go in a totally different direction in 7. And 8. And 9. Alright, real quick. Devil May Death. It's like a place with a bunch of enemies. Sure. Yeah, Baroness had decided to come back briefly.
I have to let my superiors know I'm okay. But first, we need a way to contact them.
Residents may evil. Or conversely, Devil may evil. Which, actually, that sounds kind of redundant at that point. Okay. Not what I was going for, but okay, sure. Oh, there's actually... Okay. That makes more sense. Still out of stamina, though. Okay, here we go. I have to equip our fists. You know, I'd make fun of that, but I've seen a thing where you have to actually, reload your arms, so I suppose this makes as much sense as anything. You ever punch someone so hard they dissolve? Interesting. That stamina regen is awful, though. Look at how slow that is. I'm legally required to answer no to that question. Why? Okay. You know what? I'm good. I've seen enough. I do have something for you, though.
All right.
All right, we're immediately skipping a cutscene, and we're just gonna bum rush it.
Basically.
So to start things off really quickly, both players will be playing on controller because this game moves really weirdly. Like you kind of cruise your character. So you, like, I think you hold down A to run, and then you like move both the camera and the controller for both players. Doesn't mean an early movement thing, and it's really weird for this game in particular. So you want to make sure that they're on controller.
Yeah. Keyboard and mouse like waves around an insane amount, and it's very weird.
Can confirm.
As you saw, I slid around and fell off the ladder, which caused Tally to have to wait for a hot second. But this opening bit is we're currently running away from I believe it's the BSAA. Yep.
It is.
Because Jake was infected in that cutscene that we skipped with the C virus, which is the main virus of this Resident Evil game. And so we're gonna putter along. If you want to do any donations, we've got the time already.
Yeah, let's hear from the Jake enjoyers.
Yeah.
You know what? I got you. We have $20 from Liam Clary, who says, Jake's campaign in RE6 is just too wonderful to pass up. Let's see a fist fight with a not nemesis.
All right.
So, if you saw on Tally's screen, she ended up running through the house before I did, which means that she gets a cutscene that I won't. So I get. Do you need me to?
No, I'm good. Just go.
Okay.
Just go.
She'll get a cutscene that I don't end up getting, which is why I get to that door first. And Tally fell off of that ledge because that ledge is very finicky and doesn't like when anyone gets a little bit too close to it.
Yeah, there's a couple ledges like that in the game. There's another part too where we'll be holding the left side. You'd think you might fall off on the left, but no, you can just hug the left. But if you go too close to the right, you will fall.
I don't know why Jake is going all over these ledges today.
Right now,
Look, off the deeper end.
makes RE6 really fun, which is the co-op difference, because different characters have different talents. In this game, Jake is an acrobat, so Texans will be running up ahead, while he'll have to lower the path for Tally. You can definitely see on the Sherry side, ladder broken, can't get up, so Texans have to make sure that he goes around. While this is happening as well, they're going to have different sets of enemies to deal with, and just different things as a whole. And there they go, they're back together.
Yeah. Yeah, throughout this run, Jake and Sherry get separated quite a bit, and each side is rather interesting. When we get into a later chapter where we're escaping a prison, we end up being able to be separated, but also working well together, so that we're able to escape the prison.
I mean, Wesker has Baronessa.
But where you hug the left, you're totally fine. You're not going to fall off. If you even think about going right, you're going to fall.
Yeah. It's weird. The collision on that is very weird. I don't know why it happens like that, and I always hug that quarter too hard and ram myself in there.
And once again, we're going to split up.
Yeah.
How do we feel about the replayability for this one?
I'm going to reload because I'm missing a bullet.
Yeah, I'll need to do that in a bit here, but got your path open first.
Yep.
Another thing we can talk about really quickly as well is that when we were beginning, we actually had to make sure we picked the proper skill sets. They have a variety of upgrades that you get with money. It's actually why it's New Game Plus. So you're going to have different upgrades per character. I'm pretty sure Tally and Tex will be telling us what they're equipping later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now the main thing...
I love the dichotomy there. One person immediately says, no. Another person says, really high.
Power-up skill. Which does require you to have finished a game and also have gotten a certain amount of kills. Is he not going to show up?
That is kind of like a New Game Plus, being able to bring some of those skills you've already earned back into the game for further playthroughs.
Yeah.
It's very useful, though, especially in this game when you're not playing it as co-op, because your AI partner is not the most intelligent, bolt in the box.
They try.
I think
They do their best.
I think I realized why this mouse on this computer was turned off when I got here, because something is interfering with my controller.
So, as Kung Fu mentioned in a donation earlier, this is not Nemesis, but we like to call him by his true name, which is Ustanok, and he is the big bad that chases Jake and Sherry.
Oh my god.
That was so close.
You
Oh
almost
my
got
god.
it.
So, really quick for reference, Tally started slightly turn around. The camera will do that. If you barely miss that, it's a one-shot kill.
I'm going to just turn this off in case this is what's messing with my controller.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, I'm just hanging here anyway. Just hanging out.
All right. What a lad.
It's okay. Don't worry. If you like Ustanok, you'll see a lot more of him.
Way too much. We're gonna get near the end of the run. Our favorite part with Ustanok exists. So.
Look.
Oh, it is
Get out there.
my favorite sequence from the entire game.
Oh, absolutely.
It makes no sense.
Right now as well, we are going to be gearing up for our first boss fight, which it should be neat to see what they have in store for us.
Yeah, I'm just going to check which skill set I need to use.
I think you're still on Magnum.
No, but I want the one with shooting wild.
Yeah. If you're able to explain what shooting wild is, I can't remember. I don't use it.
Okay, so shooting wild is basically something that will greatly increase your damage. It removes your crosshair though, but it does, again, really increase your damage.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. So the first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna avoid that. We're gonna let him ram.
And then he has iframes at the start of this.
And we're gonna shoulder swap.
Oh my god!
My first boss fight.
Yeah,
That's
very first boss fight. Yep.
I've never seen that quick.
So what we did there is we did this fun thing called shoulder swapping, which you will see in the next air quotes boss fight, and it's where we rapidly swap between both of our guns to stop the Magnum from kicking back. When we get to this next section, I'll show you what I'm talking about, because I have to draw aggro from the boss.
And there's basically two ways to do that. You can also do it by just a shoulder swap, but it's way easier to do it with the weapon swap. Because especially if you switch to the pistol, they have basically the same like aiming animation, so it's a lot easier than trying to shoulder swap, which bounces your reticle up and down.
Ogre Man skip first try?
Maybe, let's see.
So the idea behind the Ogre Man skip here is this is a big boy right here, and what you're supposed to do isn't actually killing the Ogre Man, it's buying enough time for Redfield and friends to bomb all the turrets or the anti-air gun system at that.
They're being slow.
So what's gonna happen though is the Ogre Man's actually strong enough to do it, but it's really awkward.
I've got aggro.
You got aggro. Okay. Let's see. You got that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Come on.
Oh.
No. Come get this Jake cake.
Just for reference, this is a lot harder in Jake's campaign. It's a lot more consistent in Chris because he's programmed to kind of focus on Chris.
Okay, we're gonna annihilate him. It's gonna be faster.
Yeah, they're stuck. I'm gonna hang on.
So
we just like go over there, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Once we deal with Ogre Man, I'll explain what we had ideally wanted to happen is getting aggro off of him to be able to hit this nifty little turret over here. Is he down?
No. Ooh. Oh, maybe?
Okay.
Ogre Man's down.
Yeah.
He is. All right, cool.
Perfect. Okay.
Very nice.
Chris and company is here. Oh! You know what? We don't hate Finn today. He got to his spot perfectly.
Yeah, he was just waiting because Chris and Pierce were stuck down here for a while, but I just shot them because if you shoot other NPCs with the Magnum, I think they take damage, but the NPCs themselves don't really, so I just kind of knocked them into the path where they needed to go so they could continue pathing.
So real quick, well, we've got a brief moment of downtime and me avoiding Pierce shooting me in the face with a right sniper rifle. So this is our weapon swap. You see how we're not getting that kickback? Whereas when we do this, we get kickback. We don't want that. That makes firing way slower than it needs to be. And then I don't actually remember how to do shoulder swapping just because
It's this thing.
Oh, yeah, okay. Shoulder swapping is aim, and then you fire while you're swapping shoulders.
Yeah.
You don't have a great hold on the aim there, though, which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. But this is kind of a bit of an auto-scroller. We're basically just waiting for Finn. We need to blow up this turret, the one up there, and then the one over there. So, Fu, do you maybe have more messages for us?
I definitely have donations for you all. We have $10 from Robin, the cowardly merchant, who says $10 to the Pixel Party.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Robin.
Who doesn't want to see the final boss beaten in a fist fight? Good luck, Tally and Tex, and become Shake.
Some great community memes there. For reference, I guess heads up for the end of this, we call it the Pixel Party when we get to like the final boss. There's going to be some serious screen tearing and...
We promise it's not the stream, it's the game.
It's the game. It probably usually looks even worse on our PCs actually compared to what it looks on the game, so yeah.
Come on, Finn.
It's the Pixel Party.
Okay, you want me to go up top?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll wait down here.
All right. So I'm gonna make my way up top. I'm gonna take out these enemies so that our good boy Finn can come up here and deal with this turret. This turret is the only turret that we're not able to get an Ogre Man skip on because of how high up it is, and we don't actually have an Ogre Man to manipulate.
Yeah, so this one we just have to do basically the casual way with just waiting for Finn to do his thing.
So I mean, if you've got more donos, Phil, we can go for it.
Yeah.
I sure do. We have $10 from Kuno, who says, just wanted to say good luck to Tainted Tally and Texan Red Wolf. Two of the nicest people in the world running together is unbeatable. I know you both will do wonderful. Less than 3.
Aw, thanks, Kuno.
Nice. Would you like another?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a hot minute.
Okay.
Finn's still got some time. So yeah, keep going.
Alrighty, we have $10 from Killer Chair, who says, hey, Speed friends. One day I will join you wonderful folks for a GDQ event, and I can't wait for that day. Good luck on the run, Tally. And hello, handsome folks in the audience. You're looking good today. Yeah.
Resident Evil 6 got a net +3 to story. In many ways, it was carried by the silly, ridiculous fun, and then dragged right back down by a lot of bizarre nonsense. Go figure, I suppose. Still a net positive, and still something that I did enjoy for what it was worth. That is 0.16 positives per hour and a ratio of 55%, both of which are really bad. Gameplay. -8. This game does actually a surprisingly large number of things right. and wrong. I would go so far as to say that a fairly large amount of the actual content of the game is pretty terrible, whereas the mechanisms of the game are a little bit more tolerable than they were back in, say, 5. That is negative, about half a negative per hour, and a ratio of 42%, both particularly bad ratios. And yeah, it's ridiculous nonsense with co-op, that's how it is. Can I get a drum roll, please? So, I'm just going to spoil this. It didn't beat Resident Evil 2 Remake. I'm so sorry to break that to you. RE2R got 246. Really good game. RE4R got 138. Resident Evil 4 got 88. Resident Evil 3R got 65. All of those are solid games. Resident Evil 1R scored 19, which doesn't sound very good, but if I'm being frank, I was surprised it was that good. Resident Evil 5 got 7. Which brings us to Resident Evil 6 at negative 9. As a reminder, in the post-StarCraft 2 world, the line is linear. It's a single straight line. So that's pretty close to 0. For almost the inverse of reasons of Resident Evil 5. Yeah, it's not that bad. Not really. And frankly, a game like this is probably much, much more fun. I don't know, it's the kind of game that, it's not a big hurdle to enjoy a game like this in co-op, right? Because anything is pushed up by several points just by playing it with a friend. And that actually sounds about right, overall, having sat down and processing and going back through it. There's a lot of good and bad, and that equals out to about 0. That's working as intended. Real quick, the guessing game thing is a 3-way tie between Arspruce, Trihexia, and von Falkenstein. Jesus. Just giving me more paperwork here, guys. Hang on. Let me write all that down. I have one last thing I wanted to share. Well, more like 2 last things. Hang on. Mount and Blade 2. Phantom Brigade. We're at the Fire 4. Expedition 33. Awful Block. Killzone. Awful Block. Final Fantasy 8. And Chance of Senar. There were 2 -6s and 1 -12. Both of those are exactly 3 off of the final score. This has been an interesting experience. As I think I've mentioned before, I don't have a lot of real experience with this franchise. It is wild to me that we can go from a game like Resident Evil 1R up to Resident Evil 6, that those are in the same franchise. I was actually thinking during the lunch break, I was trying to process if I could think of another franchise that varies that wildly in both story, tone, and gameplay genre. And I was having trouble coming up with something. Obviously, if we expand the concept of franchise to include anything with the name on it, that's easy. But no, Zelda doesn't really vary that much, frankly. Mario doesn't, Mega Man doesn't. I actually didn't come up with anything, personally, that is this completely different. Genre hopping and complete tonal shift. This is wild. Even modern Sonic games still play like a Sonic game, right? Yeah, it's exactly off the deep end. It's a very dynamic franchise. I was reminded of it because Ross mentioned something, I think it was yesterday, about how he couldn't believe that the game we were playing, Resident Evil 6, was the same franchise as Resident Evil 1. It's bonkers. It's interesting to think about. One of the things that some of you probably noticed, one of you commented on, was that I have gone out of my way to deliberately present each of the thumbnails as the first zombie we see in each game. I initially, if I'm being honest, I just thought that would be a good way to have a standardization across the franchise. But by the time I got to 3R, I realized it said something about the games in particular. For example, when you see the first zombie right here, tone, presentation, it's very dark. It's coming right through a window. Someone placed a window there. There's lightning crashes, which I actually caught this during a lightning crash. Yeah, it's actually fairly atmospheric. And you're not supposed to fight this particular zombie. You can waste resources on it, but you are supposed to run. In fact, you are supposed to run backwards. There is no other way to go. You cannot get around. Well, I mean, you can, but you are not intended to get around him. So this is an interesting first look into what Resident Evil is, right here in Resident Evil 1R. Here's a zombie. He's blocking the narrow highway. Turn around and run. And again, it gets across that tone, that feeling, that vibe, not just of, the creepy horror. Anything can be horror. A platformer can be horror. But what this does is it gets across the nature of what the game is. Limited resources, limited availability, and avoidance. You burn resources to deal with obstacles, right? Speaking of, this is then contrasted with Resident Evil 2R. Now, I specifically single out 2R because this is actually a brilliant zombie encounter, if you really think about it. You can, but then he respawns, Sobacon. This guy, similar to the previous guy, you're not really supposed to fight this guy. You, once again, can, but you're supposed to avoid him, grab the keys, and bail. Here's the funny thing. Unlike Resident Evil 1, which narrow corridor, turn around and run, Resident Evil 2 gives you this little warehousey back room kind of a thing, which allows you to maneuver. And that fits into Resident Evil 2R's overall aesthetic, the more Metroidvania kind of approach to level design, where the whole point is to figure out how to navigate and use that to your advantage, right? This also, if I can be blunt, I might be reaching a little bit here, reminds me of like a little bit of a sneak peek of what the Mr. X fight would eventually be. You can also get yourself cornered by accident, absolutely. Like this is a pretty good first encounter. I give it positives for it. Then we have 3R. This one wasn't as good, if I'm being completely blunt. This was intended as a tutorial for how to shoot. And I don't show it, but immediately after this guy is like 3 or 4 other zombies who come right behind him. Now, Resident Evil 3R is a much more action-y game, so that makes sense. And starting off with something a little bit more action-y like that makes sense. But there's not much, design to this one. And honestly, that's just Resident Evil 3R in a nutshell, isn't it? This is the game that needed more time to cook. I honestly think that if they had started off with like 4 or 5 zombies coming right at you and gave you a clip or a better gun to start off, this would have, just 2 very minor changes, and this would have led immediately into the tone and vibe and gameplay style that Resident Evil 3R has, right? It's like one step away. It's right there. But of course, that leads us to 4R. This was a weird one. It took me a minute to really figure out how far we had to go to find our first zombie. It's the dude coming down the stairs, whom we have already killed. Now, gameplay and story-wise, this is once again pretty well designed. First of all, he's coming at you from a completely weak perspective, coming down the stairs. So he is totally vulnerable to you as he's on approach. Second, he's already been killed. So we immediately get the idea of what's going on with this type of enemy, the ones that can just get back up again. I know they've been doing that since 1, but it's a major gameplay mechanic that they'll get back up or they'll sprout tentacles or whatever in 4R especially. So, again, good tutorialization, good presentation. There's not many places to go. You pretty much have to shoot the dude in order to progress. I know you can get around him, but you get the idea. The thing I find most interesting about this one is that it's a perfect time to tutorialize on the how to shoot in specific spots thing that is such a major mechanic in RE4R. Since he's coming down the stairs, you can shoot him in the legs first. If you do, he reacts to being shot in the legs. That whole thing, right? I know that's been around for a while, again, but it is a major mechanic in 4R in particular, and it's nice that they showcase this. And then when we come to 5. Now, you're probably expecting me to bash this one. But actually, I'm not going to. First of all, we can literally see the tutorial on the left side of the screen. That's not great. This was actually really hard to get a screenshot of because it happened so quickly. There's about 10 frames from when this dude gets up and when you gain control of the character to when he grabs you. It is almost impossible to avoid the initial grab. But once again, that kind of works, because what is RE5 but a co-op game? Co-op is through the very bones of RE5, top to bottom. And you can't quite tell, but Sheva is over there on the right in a perfect position to rescue me from it. Whether she's played by an AI, which is what she did for our campaign, or if she's played by another player who can then maneuver it, because he's always going to aim. I actually looked this up. He always aims after the main character, that is to say, Chris. So this is actually, once again, pretty decent design. It gets across the idea that there's going to be a lot more action, way faster than normal, because these guys all run, and that the co-op gameplay is fundamental to the game design. So all of these 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 are all actually pretty well designed story-wise and gameplay-wise. Then there's 6. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. This random ass Moog, which yeah, it's the 21st game in the series. This is so. I mean, you could say this is indicative of the type of game 6 is, and I can't even argue against that. But like in all of the wrong ways. This is so. If you don't remember, this was a forced mandatory tutorial section where you could only do the thing that the tutorial allowed you to do. Sorry, Mokami. Sorry. And this is you have to learn how to shoot your gun part of that. So you couldn't move. Could only aim your gun at him and shoot, and it's also supposed to, you're also supposed to get hit, and this is after you did the mandatory healing thing to figure out how the inventory works. You're in a tiny, tiny area. If you could believe it, you're even in less of an area than you were back here in 5. In 5, you had a little bit of maneuvering room. In 6, you are crammed up in the corner. The only goal here is for him to be right there, teach you how to shoot your gun, and then get you bitten. It is a pretty bad tutorial. It is heavy on the QTE. It is aggressively linear, and involves a removal of several gameplay elements, which, for being honest, is very Resident Evil 6. I hope you all have enjoyed. This has been a hell of a trip going through this franchise. I'm going to go get some paperworky stuff done, and get a few things ready for tomorrow, and by tomorrow I mean next week. And then tomorrow we will start up with whatever the hell is next.